Confrontation is never easy, even in business, which is why when one of your employees slips up in a major way, you require a lot of energy and thought into how you're going to handle that conversation. You ought to handle that situation before it gets out of hand. So as much as you might dread the idea of having to restrain your own frustrations and extend empathy to someone who could have caused some pretty serious damage to your business, you need to encourage them to do better next time. Hi, Rowan Musa here, founder of Business Cut Through, and in this video I want to share some simple strategies on how to navigate the complexities of handling a staff member who made a major mistake. Everyone slips up, it's natural. Nobody's perfect, and it's important that we treat people the way that we want to be treated. Whenever I make a mistake, I never want to feel worse about it, which is why as business owners, we need to extend a little more patience and empathy towards our staff members who do. We should remember that they probably had no ill intent. That of course doesn't lessen the severity of their mistake, but it can at least put you at ease in terms of knowing that this wasn't their desired outcome either. They also want the best for your business just like you do. So this leads me to my first point. Take some time to collect your thoughts. As a business leader, try to overcome your initial feelings of frustration and disappointment. Take a deep breath and be ready for a two-way conversation where you listen carefully. Your staff member is likely already feeling pretty down about themselves about what had happened. So continuing down the path of negativity will only make them feel worse and even more guilty. And kicking someone who's already down does nothing, which is why you need to be explicit about your encouragement while still being fair to yourself and your business practices. Secondly, don't make assumptions. Rather than assume what happened or lay blame, try and understand what was at the root of the problem. Was it a knowledge gap, lack of training, breakdown in systems, procedures, or communication, or just plain poor judgment? Ask questions like, tell me what happened here. This will promote more of an open conversation rather than just getting a defensive response. Thirdly, don't wait for more problems to compound. Don't fall into the trap of avoiding conversations altogether and waiting for a number of things to go wrong before having the hard conversation. Your team will appreciate you more being on top of the situation. Fourthly, identify what outcome you want from the conversation itself. Don't focus on the past and shift the conversation to what they need to improve on. Focus on questions like, if you were to do this again, what would you do differently to change the outcome and why? Asking these types of questions allows you to see their thought processes and can often allow them to make needed mental shifts in order to improve decision making. Lastly, set clear boundaries and expectation for what's about to come as you move forward. You don't want to find yourself with an employee who continuously makes mistakes or messing up. You ought to be able to work together and encourage your staff members so they feel motivated to prove themselves rather than disheartened. In saying that, I believe you should also be transparent in how many mistakes you're okay with to maintain professional standards before you let them go. Be open and respectful in your communication so your staff know what's expected of them moving forward. Now give those strategies a try and let me know in the comments any other strategies that may have worked for you.